Hey guys, welcome back to the English Gentleman Gamer with me, Roscoe. Thought I'd do a rare these days Battlefield 3 commentary. I was playing Grid 2 the other night and I noticed that a few lads from a clan called Band of Bros or Band of Brothers were all on Battlefield 3 and I was a little bit bored with Grid 2, so I thought I'd join in. And this is it basically. There was 4 matches I ended up playing. This was the first one, so the side I've spawned in on, which is the side opposite most of the bros, as they call themselves, is getting quite a good hammering. We're 170 or 160 something tickets behind by this point, but made easy by the fact that I do actually love Conquest Domination, one of my favourite game modes. I was cautioning that someone on my team just got smoked there, which is why I didn't go straight down there. Claire should really have got me there. I managed to turn around, do a bit of a pray and spray and got him. Hammerhead 74211 got me back in the end, but I managed to get a kill rather than die first, which was always a good start, and it was an enjoyable game. Claire ends up joining my squad within a couple of minutes, and it was good fun. We were catching up on this and that, and more importantly, I actually played pretty well. My previous Battlefield 3 video showed the frustration I have quite a lot of the time playing this game. That was one kill. I don't know what the fuck was going on here. I still can't work it out why I ended up killing someone with a pistol and walked away from 3 of them being around me, but there you go. Yeah, the last video I did, Fighting the BS or something I think it was called, I wasn't very happy with Battlefield 3, and since then I haven't switched it on. When I have fancied doing some shooting, I've been playing Bad Company 2. That's because I got rid of Modern Warfare 3 and Killzone 3 when I acquired Grid 2. I've still got World at War as well. This was a fucking... I should have chucked my grenade straight away there. I went for it too late really, but there you go. Yeah, I've still got World at War and Bad Company 2, but Killzone 3 and Modern Warfare 3 have bitten the dust. So I was a bit disillusioned about Battlefield 3 for a while, and I couldn't bother playing it. I should have really died there as well, to tell you the truth. I honestly don't think I was cheating. And I think Junior Gong only lives about 50 miles away from me, but he seems to be putting a mag into me there, and I turn around and shoot him in the face, but there you go. I've had plenty of occasions where it's been the other way around, so I don't feel too guilty, unfortunately. Sorry there, Junior, but I don't. I don't know what... I'm not quite sure what he was doing lying on the floor there. But yeah, it seemed to be, in my own crappy skill level kind of way, quite a birthday night for me. I did a lot more killing than dying on this match than I would do normally. The following match was on Scrap Metal, and I didn't do very well at all there. In fact, I think I've been tags taken off me 5 times in that match, but this one was a good one, and the whole night was good fun overall. I didn't enjoy it. Like I say, look at this, there's fucking 3 of them sat there. I was just mopping up there. Well, by my own standards, I'm not quite... look at that, 3 kills there in a relative short space of time. For me, this is good. I suspect by most other people's standards these days on Battlefield 3, it's just quite normal, but for me, it's pretty good. I tend to get more of an ass whooping than anything else. But there you go. Anyway, enough about flogging that particular horse. It was refreshing to get... I don't know whether it was because I had a break or what, but just everything seemed to click and I had a good time. I think partially there was a comment made... I put a comment on one of my videos the other day that I was preferring Bad Company 2 because I found it... easy is not the right word, but more fun and more enjoyable. And someone suggested that the sort of relative lack of community, if you will, of the people I was playing with was part of the problem. And there was some truth in that, I said, because when I played Bad Company 2, there was a couple of lads I predominantly played with, and it was nearly every time I was on the game, I was playing with them. And it kind of, when you're having a crap night, you just kind of laugh it off, whereas when I've been, a lot of Battlefield 3, I've been playing on my own. This guy was fucking, he was hard to fucking kill, that guy then. Oh, there we go. I finally got taken down with a dart gun. But my experience of Battlefield 3, for the most part, of the 127 hours I've played on it, probably not even a quarter of that I've been playing with friends. So it's quite frustrating playing on your own. Mainly because one reason is it's boring. You're not talking to anyone, and secondly, you're much more likely to be getting an ass whooping than people who are playing together because obviously you can communicate and stuff, and life's a bit easier. So there is some truth in the fact that playing, going solo on Battlefield 3 isn't always the most rewarding experience. Grid 2 came out, which I've been mostly enjoying. I don't enjoy it when I get run into or shoved off the track at the beginning of each race and then end up in fucking 10th place by the end of the first lap. But I've been enjoying it for the most part. I haven't really been on much else. I mean, I've had a couple of rounds on Bad Company 2. Well, that's about it really. Playing Grid 2 for the most part. A bit of Gran Turismo 5, but anyway, so this is my first time back for quite a while, and it was a really good time. So I've got a couple of videos that I can do more commentary on. Because the other thing, obviously, the talking point really is Battlefield 4, which I have to say, I'll hold my hand up, I'm more impressed with having seen it than I was expecting to be quite honest. I wasn't expecting to be massively impressed, and I wasn't massively impressed, but I was a lot more impressed than I was expecting to be. Now, I haven't really read a lot about Battlefield 4. I've watched a couple of live streams, and I've watched the trailers and the gameplay trailers and blah blah blah, and it certainly seems on paper to be an improvement over Battlefield 3. But I have read a couple of worrying suggestions. That guy really should have fucking got me there. I was still not even firing at him. I've heard someone mention somewhere that they've changed the colour around on the teammate and enemy markings. Someone suggested, and I might be talking shit here, but it was suggested that instead of teammates being blue and squad mates being green, they're now orange, and the enemy's blue. So it's the complete opposite way around for Battlefield 3, which is the guy who said this was the case. I haven't followed it up, by the way, but the guy who said it suggested it'd be very confusing. If it's the case, I'd have to say it's true. I like the idea of the Recon getting C4 back. I say C4 back. I always mentally assumed Battlefield 3 was a sequel to Bad Company 2, which it isn't. It's a sequel to Battlefield 2, and I don't know what the sort of player setup was like, the classes were like in Battlefield 2. So, saying Recon's getting it back, I don't know if it ever lost it, to tell the truth. I don't know what way around it was in Battlefield 2. But I personally felt that the Recon was a bit underwhelming in Battlefield 3. I mean, it was difficult to be aggressive. Basically, you were quite a passive player, in my opinion. I mean, your predominant weapon was a sniper rifle, so effective at long range and for spotting. Fair enough. So again, you're quite away from the action. The other options were, you could have the spawn beacon, which had its uses, but seems to get put up on the top of fucking cranes predominantly, or buildings. Again, you would end up miles from the action. And the motion sensor, I never liked that tugs thing. I thought the motion sensing grenade in Bad Company 2 was a much better idea. And because to put it somewhere useful often had an element of danger in Battlefield 3, whereas you could hide behind a building or behind a wall or whatever in Bad Company 2 and just lob the grenade over and you're away. But it's just a minor point. Getting the C4 back isn't. I was going for his tags here and he managed to get over that fucking wall before I got to him. But yeah, I think Recon getting C4 back is a good idea, because I think it allows you to be more aggressive than we were possibly able to in Battlefield 3. For example, I unlocked all the sniper rifles in Bad Company 2. I've not unlocked them all in Battlefield 3. That's how little I've actually used the Recon class, because it was quite, the personal defence weapons, the all class weapons you could pick from. I thought, well, shit, I refuse to use things like the USAS. I have occasionally used the Dow 12, but as a rule I don't usually use the shotguns. And I think the PP2000 or P2000, whatever it is, was the only one I actually did anything with. And there was a PP19 or something that was featured in Modern Warfare 3. I never used that. There's a PDWR was okay. What else is there? There's a couple of them anyway. I can't remember them all. I never found them particularly useful, so I struggled to do anything particularly aggressive with the Recon. I can't remember. I'm not sure if the support guys getting the health pack back. I've read and watched a few people mentioning that they feel the assault class was a bit too powerful in Battlefield 3 because you had decent guns and you had. This is where you'll have seen this before. Anyone who's watched this video, the video I posted the other day about trolling. This is the clip it's taken from. Unfortunately, I didn't realise the C4 was behind where I could see, and obviously I had no idea the guys who we were setting up were kind of where that ammo pack is that you can see. So when the C4 goes off, you don't see any of them dying, unfortunately. You do see it in the kill feed, but Next time I will do better. You can just see someone's legs there, and up they go. Where was I? Battlefield 4. The Siege on Shanghai map we've looked at. You see, it's all well and good. This is where I try and caution people. It's all well and good saying, "Oh, it looks fucking awesome." It does. Don't get me wrong. It does look awesome. I'm not convinced the collapsing building is going to be that much. Is it just going to be a novelty? Is it going to be something that plays a massive part in the game? Is it going to be something that we just see shitloads of videos of the first couple of weeks the game's out and then we never see it again? Is it just going to be taken for granted? I don't know. I haven't watched enough videos to work out whether it's a game changer or not. Some people said it is, some people said it isn't. So we'll have to wait and see on that. The other thing, but getting back to the point I wanted to make, I have to caution people that we're looking at this on these Alienware AMD 3 graphics card equipped PCs, which is a level of power that the PS3 hasn't got, which is what I'll be playing it on. So again, I'm kind of biding my time until I see it running on the PS3. So I'm expecting it to look a bit sharper than Battlefield 3, but not much better, because I do think Battlefield 3 does push the PS3 quite far. Well, I'm looking forward to the beta now. I wasn't really. I wasn't expecting to like it. I am, with what I've read so far of the class rebalancing and stuff, I'm expecting to like this one a bit more. I don't expect it to play flawlessly. I'm hoping it does, don't get me wrong. I certainly think DICE have got it in themselves to make it a very smooth game. I just fear that with Battlefield 3 having been a bit of a fuck up in places, the kind of, everyone wanting it to play it on the PS4 and the Xbox done, the PS3 is going to be at the bottom of the pile when it comes to priority for coding. So we'll see. I mean, I hope I'm wrong. I'm aware of the crap that I've had to deal with before on Battlefield 3, and I'm wary of dropping 40 quid on it. I'm not sure I'd ever buy the premium thing again either, because I didn't like Armoured Kill. If I could, to be honest, I've not played Armoured Kill since, no, what came out after the Aftermath. I don't think I've been on Armoured Kill. I don't think I played it more than a couple of weeks after it came out, to say the truth. I posted a video a while back of my team getting a bit of an ass whooping, really. And I was doing, I think I went level. I got as many kills as I did die, and my team just got fucking steamrolled. I mean, the lads on the rush mode, they were overrunning us within minutes, the whole fucking round. So I didn't like Aftermath. I do like this one. I do like Close Quarters, and I have to say, when the names were sort of released, I was thinking, oh yeah, well, Close Quarters sounds like fucking Call of Duty, and I saw the trailer, like, wow, pile of shite. This is the one I probably enjoyed the most. I do like Aftermath, though, in fairness, and I quite like Endgame. Just, I wouldn't necessarily buy Premium straight away because I didn't like Armoured Kill, so I may exercise a bit more caution on that side of it. But anyway, guys, I hope you enjoyed the gameplay while I waffled on, and I'll catch up with you guys later. Have a good weekend and take it easy. Thanks for listening. Bye.